Okay, so those with the books, please open your books to page 169. The real impact of social media. Again, I know this selection is a bit long, but it's rich in ideas that we need to know regarding the benefits of social media, and we can adopt plenty of ideas to develop later on in essays. So please stay focused. No clue. We haven't received any final answer regarding what's to be cancelled, because she might not personally. They added one writing type only, the argumentative. I don't know. Basically, after we finish this lesson, I'm gonna start with argumentative writing to be on the safe side. Okay? Yeah, they might, but there's nothing sure, nothing certain. All right, guys. The real impact of social media. What do we mean by the word impact? Impact means effect. Okay. Did you know that we consume over 15 hours of media each day? Let me zoom in my screen. It becomes easier for those with no books online. Yeah. Okay. So did you know that we consume over 15 hours of media each day? Yes, you read that right. 15 hours of media each day. That's equal to 6.9 million gigabytes of information, or a daily consumption of 9 DVDs worth of data per person per day, according to a study at the San Diego Supercomputer Center at the University of California, San Diego. So imagine every day we consume online information that is equal to 9 DVDs every day. We now have access to so much information through media, apps, social media, content, and more. Stories about wicked problems plaguing our world, as well as innovative solutions for these issues, are continuously shared across channels in different countries and languages, ultimately increasing awareness. Today, if you have a project, if you have a research, okay, what are the information sources limited, or are they too broad and too wide? Too broad. Sometimes when you have a certain project, you get confused by how much information you're finding online. So you don't know what to pick because of the countless sources of information. So this is actually very it could be confusing in a way, but at the same time, it's showing us that we have an ultimate access to information, and therefore, this is increasing our awareness. Paragraph 2. Whether these stories are packaged through YouTube videos, social media campaigns, trending hashtags in response to an event, or beyond, they have the undeniable potential to reach millions around the globe in a matter of seconds. Today, don't we hear a lot about using hashtags? Why do people use hashtags? No, no. So that we can reach the largest number of people possible talking about this very same topic. For example, today, if we have the hashtag war in Lebanon, any person who wants to know more about war in Lebanon, they type in the hashtag in the search engine and they get all the pages that are discussing this topic. Okay? Mahdi and Ahmed, can you please sit here so I can see everyone? Please. Okay, guys. So today we have countless methods like YouTube videos, social media campaigns, hashtags, and a lot of other methods that help us in reaching millions of people around the globe, especially people who are reading about the same fields of interest. Right now, we are living in an opportune time to leverage media, to increase and improve media and technology across the world to catalyze social impact. just as media increases global access to stories and information, the internet shortens the path for people to why is everyone joining consecutively right now? They're confusing me. So again, just as media increases global access to stories and information, the internet shortens the path for people of any background to start a new venture or program because of the volume of entrepreneurial resources providing support. Yeah, in other words, first of all, good morning, welcome everyone. Guys, we're working on a new reading lesson. It's on page 170 in your books.
Okay.
About social media. And so far, we are saying that social media today is a very rich source of information through campaigns, through hashtags, through videos, through reels, through shorts on YouTube. And this is increasing people's chances to get access to information. And at the same time, it's widespread. It's a free source, it's nearly free source of information. So people from any background, whether poor, whether rich, whether middle class, everybody has access to social media and all its platforms. So it's accessible and affordable. We go to paragraph 3.
Can I read?
Again?
Can we read?
Yes, I hope actually, but most of them are muted. If you volunteer to go first, why not?
أكيد. Yeah, okay. Information and communication technology has changed rapidly over the past 20 years, with a key development being the emergence of social media. The pace of change is accelerating. For example, the development of mobile technology has played an important role in shaping the impact of social media across the globe. Across the globe, mobile devices dominate in terms of total minutes spent online. This puts the means to connect anywhere, at any time, on any device in everyone's hands.
Perfect. So what makes social media widespread that much? How do you use social media? Do you open your laptop every time you want to use social media?
The acceleration of the updates that are occurring, you can say,
Yeah.
on social media in general and technology in general, that's accelerating through time and through the years. So social media is now accessible by the touch of or the press of a finger on the phone. It isn't.
Okay, thank you. Yani, basically, this is the key word, the mobile phone. You carry your mobile phone with you everywhere.
Exactly. It's not going back to the computer or
No.
laptop. It's been
Exactly.
accessible
Today,
to everyone.
if you wanna check your social media accounts on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever you wanna sign in, you do it with a touch on a screen on your mobile phone. You don't need to open your laptop, so it's very
Yes.
accessible and it helps you connect anywhere. It's a device within everyone's hands. So this is causing a very rapid spread for social media because it's accessible and, as we said before, it's also affordable. Paragraph 4, Mahdi.
A fascinating study by New York Times Consumer Insight Group revealed the motivations that participants cited for sharing information on social media. These include a desire to reveal valuable and entertaining content to others, to define themselves, to grow and nourish relationships, and to get word out about brands and causes they like or support. These factors have caused social networks to evolve from being a handy means for keeping in touch with friends and family to being used in ways that have a real impact on society.
Okay. In the past, I guess you weren't even born on those days. People used to use the MSN Messenger to chat. So you used to log in from your computer, open MSN, and chat by typing on a keyboard with your friends. So people used to use that platform only for chatting. But today, if you opened a new store for clothes, a new clothing store, a new restaurant, a new service, you're selling a new service, where do you market your product and where do you advertise it?
Social media.
Social media. So it is no longer a platform just for keeping personal relationships and for chatting and for entertainment. No. Today it's becoming more and more involved in the world of business and the world of marketing and advertising. So today social networks are evolving, they are changing, they are shifting from being a handy or a practical method for keeping in touch with friends and family to being used in ways that have a real impact on society. So they are becoming more and more effective and influential. Paragraph 5. Social media is being used in ways that shape innovation, education, business, careers, politics, world culture, and more. Today, if you want to apply to a certain job, do you print out your CV and you carry your file and go roam across companies?
You're
And
applying to
you apply online,
universities.
even for universities, of course. Today, if you want to, like today, guys, today we need technology and we need some media platforms also for educational purposes. Zoom, Google Teams, and so on. We have a lot of platforms that are also helping us enhance our education. Even in politics, before elections, where do you find those electoral campaigns? Vote for Mr. X. Where do you see those ads? Come on social media, pop-up ads. Don't you see the pictures of those men and women running for elections? So it also has a political function or purpose. Please, guys, now I want you guys to open your eyes and ears, and now the text is gonna be full of subtitles. Subtitles. Okay? When I say a subtitle, it means it's a title that is more like narrower. So now I'm not talking about the impacts of social media in general. Now I want to read about the impact of social media on training and development, in specific training and development. Yes, Jihad, go ahead. He's raising his hand. No. Yeah,
إذا حدا بده يقرا لا يقرا.
Completely ugly.
إذا
maybe they're dead.
أوكي.
لا اذا بدك انا كمان بقرا.
Okay, sure. يلا أحمد, you're next. Perfect.
اوكي after Jihad.
Yes,
Okay.
great.
Job candidates who develop skills on the latest and most advanced social media techniques are far more employable. A 2013 survey by Pearson Learning Solutions reported a significant increase in the use of social media in learning. Over half of the educators who were interviewed agreed that social sharing encourages interaction, providing an environment that fosters learning.
Okay, here I need to interrupt you for a second. Today, if a school wants to employ a new teacher, would they choose a teacher who is unfamiliar with the social media techniques? He doesn't know how to use
No, of course not.
Definitely not, especially since the days of COVID-19. All teachers had to be up to date and to be trained for using Zoom, for using Google Teams, for using plenty of applications and the platforms that enhance their work, especially online. So social media today is very important. Look at us today. Because
Yes.
of war,
Yeah.
not all students are able to attend in person, so we are using social media platforms for educational purposes. Proceed, please.
Blogs, wikis, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and podcasts are now common tools for learning in many educational institutions. Social media has contributed to the increase in long distance online learning. Despite issues of lack of privacy and some instances of cheating among long-distance learners, this has not deterred social platforms from being used in education.
Okay, we as teachers, we've witnessed this during the COVID-19 lockdown. We had no option except to assign tests online, and we had to ask students to open their cams, and we used to proctor them with open cams. And this definitely, it caused a lot of cheating among long distance learners. But in many cases, it's the only option available, so we have to make the best out of it. I go to Ahmad Nassar, paragraph 8, the impact of social media on commerce. What do we mean by commerce? Trade, yes. Yes.
اوكي بس انه الباراجراف ما نفل، بس بدي اياك تنزليها شوي كمان شوفها كلها.
All right. There you
Okay.
go.
The rise of social media means it's unusual to find an organization that does not reach its customers and prospects through one social media platform or another. Companies seize the importance of using social media to connect with customers and build revenue. Business have realized that they can use social media to generate insights, stimulate demand, and create targeted product offerings. This is important in traditional brick and mortar businesses, and obviously in the world of e-commerce. Commerce.
Yeah.
Commerce.
Look, guys, look. Whenever we speak about social media used for marketing purposes, like for example, today if a store has a certain discount, a sale, a store is opening a new branch, a new restaurant is opening in Beirut, a new shopping mall is opening, whatever. Here, the easiest way and the more like the wide-reaching or the method that is capable of reaching a large chunk of people in society is social media. That's why you see those boosted videos on social media, you see those pop-up ads. Without even searching for them, they just pop up as you use those social media platforms. And this proves that companies can see how important social media is to connect with their customers. Because sometimes if a product is only advertised on TV, how many people will watch it? 1 million? Let it be. But on social media, even more, because everyone, literally everyone is on social media. Okay. And this is causing a new world to emerge, which is the world of e-commerce. What do we mean by e-commerce?
Trading.
Trading on internet trading.
Okay, buying and selling products and advertising products on the internet. So it's e-commerce. It's electronic. It's internet based.
Yes.
Okay. I had to mute because I was yelling at your friends. Okay. We go to paragraph 9. So more impacts of social media on commerce. Let's see. Lean. Yes. Page 171. Yes.
Suggest implementing social media, social networks within the workplace as active knowledge sharing. The result is to improve project management
Activities.
activities and the spread of specialized knowledge. Fully implementing social technologies in the workplace to remove needs
Silos.
and conveys in the offline non-highly skilled and knowledgeable.
Okay, I guess the online attendants couldn't hear well, so I need to go over some ideas here. Here we're talking about studies that are showing us that social media or social networks can strengthen our knowledge and sharing. This improves project management activities. So whenever there's a new project, how can you manage it? By reaching out to a larger client base. You start attracting people who have specialized knowledge in this. You start implementing social technologies that remove boundaries. It means people will start having more or stronger connections within the workplace. It eliminates silos and can raise interaction and help create more highly skilled and knowledgeable workers. So the more we use social media to connect people in the workplace, to share knowledge, to share skills, to raise interaction, then we are ending up with a very productive workplace. I go to paragraph 10. Online attendance, who can unmute other than
هي
Jihad
أنا
and Ahmad?
آه.
Other than Jihad and Ahmad, because
لمار ما فات
Lamar, no, Lamar didn't attend today.
ما فات على الاجتماع.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
يلا.
اتكل على الله يا شيخ.
هذا عم يحكي عن واتساب.
Yeah. What's really troubling in the fact that low number of social shares
Shares.
can lead to negative social proof and destroy business credibility. Interestingly, although the use of social sharing has become the norm rather than the exception in business, some companies, after experiencing firsthand some negative effects of social media, have decided to go against the grain and remove the social sharing buttons from their websites. A case study of Taloon.com, an e-commerce retailer from Finland, found that conversions rose by 11.9% when they removed share buttons from their product pages.
Okay. Here we need to talk a little bit about the negative feedback that some people give on websites. Like, for example, if I'm buying from an online website and I didn't like the product, I can write a complaint. I can give them like 1 star instead of 5 stars. And this remains on the website. And if I give any negative feedback, it remains on the website. They cannot erase it. So this could be very destructive to an online business. So many websites decided to remove those social sharing buttons. They don't want people to give them any sort of feedback online on their websites because some people give fake negative feedbacks just to harm that business. So they found it unfair. And once they removed those buttons from their website, their conversions or their sales rose by 11.9%, especially in Lebanon. Don't we see many people who just enter a certain page and they start giving a very negative feedback, knowing that it's unfair? Okay? So
صح.
to avoid this, to avoid
And
this,
especially
yeah.
and especially to new pop-up businesses or shops online, it can really harm their overall.
Not only small businesses, any business, but
Yeah, but especially small businesses that
Yeah.
like restaurants or
they cannot
anything.
handle losses.
Exactly, they cannot handle the bad reputation in the market or in the بالسوق.
True. And moreover, this is a type of competition, but this is immoral competition. Because if you open a restaurant and I have a restaurant, you want to compete with me, then provide the customers with better food, better service. But you cannot give me a bad review just because you want to harm my business. This is immoral. Okay?
Exactly.
بس
Okay.
شو بيسموها لما إنه مثلا أنا كنت عم فتش على خطبات على الانستا وبعدين ضلوا يطلع لي ads.
This is an algorithm. They memorize what you've searched for and they start giving you suggestions. Yeah, but this is also a marketing method and it's very popular today, especially when you leave your microphones open on the telephone, so it hears everything.
بس إيه وقت كنا أنا عم بحكي عن شيء ما بعمل
I
لي
know
search
they
بيطلع
start giving you
فورا.
suggestions. I know it's creepy actually. Okay, paragraph 11. These results highlight the double-edged nature of the impact of social media. What do we mean by a double-edged nature? Okay, in English, it means social media could be, it could have a lot of positive impacts and a lot of negative impacts, advantages and disadvantages. When products attract a lot of shares, it can reinforce sales. And here, when we speak about shares, it means like reviews, not the share button. So the more people interact with a certain page, they recommend its products, this can reinforce sales. So the page starts to sell better. But when the reverse is true, when people start to give negative reviews about a business, customers will begin to distrust the product and the company. They lose trust. And this, of course, affects the sales. This is what Dr. Paul Marsden, psychologist and author of the Social Commerce Handbook, referred to as social proof. So in many cases, to check whether this product is good or bad, whether this service is good or bad, you check the reviews. So you are using social proof that this product or this service is good or bad. It's happening, and it's based on what the people, what feedback the people give. But unfortunately, it could be unfair to some businesses in many cases. Okay, guys, that's it for today. We need to proceed with this lesson on Thursday. Thank you so much. Have a good
Thank
day
you.
and stay
Have a
safe.
good day. Bye.
Bye.